show to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? Ready? Mike 57, you ain't going nowhere. Kill, kill, kill. Good, good.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Screen, screen. Watch the screen. Gotta go, in and out.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now it's Carson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught off the deflection. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Out of the gun, here's Wilson, rolling to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Jackson. It's complete to Snead. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Scream. Check, 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 check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming.
We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Move, move. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 54. 54. Mike 54. I got him.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. CD, we're already firmly in the month of November, so I want to go ahead and take a look at the AFC playoff picture. Right now, division leaders, New England, Baltimore, Houston, and KC. If it ended today, the wild cards would go to Buffalo and Indianapolis. And you think those are going to be the 6? Probably some shuffling along the way.
There will be some shuffling along the way, maybe more in seeding than in actual teams, because when you look into who's in the wild card hunt right now, Pittsburgh, Oakland, both 4-4. Tennessee and Jacksonville at 4-5. The way teams are playing, they may just knock off each other. I think all the teams we listed have a heck of a chance of making it to the playoffs.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Watch the screen. Pass.
They go read option with Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Wilson to the Seahawks, looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
I got you, boy.
Ingram again, a first down carry. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Under 10, 10.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On second and inches, Jackson brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. Draw play. Ingram now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Check. Watch the defense.
On second and 7, Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Third down and 8.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Here we go, 50, Mike 50.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Shift! Watch the shift!
Kill. Kill. Turn up.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On first down, Carson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. They go read option with Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Wilson dancing to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check. Watch 54. Bandit.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They go read option with Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They go read option with Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Watch the slant. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
You don't know no better. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike OFO. I'm going to run you over.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
57's the mark.
They go read option with Wilson. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Now Wilson running left on the option. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They go read option with Wilson. And an alley to run. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go read option with Wilson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now it's Wilson, forced out to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 47.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
You better bring it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our time. It's our time.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Bynes charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw is Jackson. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check. Crouch. Crouch.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Flushed out right. He finds Roberts, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Here I come again.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And an alley to run. 20. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get 1 piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.